Hello, Rob McIver here. I want to explain why this update is important to you in terms of who, why, and what. So let's begin with who. Who was answered by the question, who asked for this survey research to be done? And the committee that did it was a relatively unknown committee called the Future Plans Working Group. They deal with strategic planning. But the important thing to know is that even though you may not have heard of the committee, you will have heard of most of the people on the committee. Included in this membership is the president of the General Conference, the secretary, the treasurer, all the vice presidents, plus select other people of fairly high prominence throughout the church. Now, it's been a while since I spoke to you last about this research. In fact, you last heard from me on the 30th of April last year. And this research has been going on for much longer than that. And I was asked to provide an update to the committee on what's been going on. Now, I wasn't there myself, but I'm told it was well received. But as a result, the General Conference President, Elder Wilson, took it upon himself to raise this matter with the division presidents at their meetings that have just recently taken place. So Elder Wilson emphasised two sectors. One was the universities and colleges, and one, which is what you're involved in, is the media sector. That is radios, TVs, and other associated types of things. So this is one of the reasons why it might be important to you. That your division president may be having a chat to you saying, how is it going? I'll explain to the other reason why it's important towards the end, because I'm going to be inviting you to help out in an important way. So here is the again, it's been a while, so let me just remind you what it's about. It's to survey employees of Seventh-day Adventist institutions or organisations in the 13 world divisions of the church, asking them how they see their perception of the relationship between their own work to the mission of the church and the work of their institution to the mission of the church. So the institutions of interest are in the education sector, the media, that's TV and radio, healthcare, hospitals, clinics, etc., publishing, food, and ADRA. How have we been doing? Well, we've been working at this a little while, and we're beginning to make real progress now. We've collected surveys from 4 divisions among the teachers. This is the North American division, the South American division, the South Pacific division, and the Trans-European division. We're about to collect surveys from 2 other divisions within the next week and a bit, and several others during the rest of this year and the rest next year earlier. Among the media sector, we have collected 660 surveys from the South American division. Now, it's available in several languages already, and here I hope you don't mind me doing a bit of a show and tell, because it may be helpful if someone in your institution is doing the survey and they are asking, where do I find the different translations? Well, once they open the survey, they won't see the surrounding information here. This is SurveyMonkey showing me a preview. They will see the screen in the middle. And here is the first question in the survey. And if you look at the top right, it says English with a down arrow. And if you click on that, it will give you a range of different languages that the survey is available in. And this one is Spanish. And if you're looking for something a little more exciting to look at, there is Russian. I won't show you Korean. That looks really, really interesting. The other thing I thought you might like to know about, just about the practical things about the survey, is when the first email gets sent out, inviting people to participate, it mentions that there is a thing called a file called a frequently asked questions file, and it provides a link. The link will come to this site, and if you look down there, you will see that there is the original letter from Elder Ted Wilson, and that there are answers to frequently asked questions in English, in Portuguese, French, Spanish, Russian, Romanian, and Korean and Indonesian. So that's just one of the things that you may find helpful to know. All right, so the other update I'd like to talk about is we have our first 2 book publications out. They are substantial books, and here is one of them. It's a substantial book, and we are committed to sharing the results of this research so that it's available not just to administrators. You will see the first reports, but also the people that filled out the survey. Those books are already available in Amazon.com. All right, so here is some of the feedback we've been getting on the survey. As a researcher, you're wondering how people are thinking, and so I'm very pleased to report that there's some fairly positive responses there, and we're getting to the practical implications. Why is this important to you? Well, it relates to how we are collecting responses to the survey. We discovered early on that the best way to collect data is to go to a large meeting where the people we want to talk to are gathered together. You're seeing here some pictures of the teachers in the North American division. So they gather once every 6 years, and we were delighted to be given permission to conduct the survey among them. Now, the problem with that is it doesn't work in COVID times. So COVID-19 has caused us to do a radical rethink of how we should go about collecting surveys. Now, I've been working with Ray Allen of Adventist World Radio and Joe Sloan of Hope Channel, and we've been talking through which is the best way to do this. Now, Joe thinks this is the best approach to take, that one of the research team will contact you directly as leader of the Hope Channel, and will talk about what a good time would be for the survey to be conducted. Perhaps at a morning worship, if you gather together for that. It could be, you could invite the research team member to that meeting and set up a time for that, and they will briefly introduce the survey, 30 to 60 seconds worth of time, take people through the first 2 questions of the survey, answer any questions they have, and that way we will know that everybody's been contacted and invited to join. Where will we begin doing this? We will begin doing this where Adventist World Radio is beginning to do it, and Ray tells me his best contacts are in Africa. So we're starting with the 3 African divisions, and we will work from there around to the different regions of the world. Now, I've put the photographs of the team up there. I'm the team leader, but there is Peter Kilgore, Wendy Jackson, Sherry Hatting, and Stephen Currow. These are all very well qualified researchers, and because we're dealing with each station separately, I've had to involve them in doing this work for us. So I think whoever contacts you, it might be me, it might be one of them. I think things will be able to be worked out well. There is my email address down the bottom there, just in case you would like to ask me further questions or contact me in any other way. Let me say, this research cannot take place without your help, and I want to thank you ahead of time for the help that you are giving us and the way that you're making it possible to do the research in your Hope TV channel or affiliate. Thank you so much. Bye.